It's Tuesday, 12:30 p.m. You're sitting at your desk staring at the same sad desk drawer you've looked at for 3 years. There's a container of leftovers in there. Perfectly good food. Free. But you're tired. You had a long morning. And that sandwich place down the block has the good bread. $15 after tax and tip. Just $15. You work hard. You deserve it. So you go. What you don't see in that moment is that $15 sandwich just cost you $120,000. Not 15, 120,000. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. Before we start, if you've ever bought lunch out and thought, it's no big deal, hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button and comment below whether you meal prep or buy lunch. Let's see who's winning this battle. All right, let's get into it. Here's what happens to most people. Monday morning, you tell yourself you're going to bring lunch all week. You spent Sunday prepping. You've got containers ready. You're motivated. Then Monday hits. You bring lunch. Success. Tuesday morning, you're running late. You forgot your lunch on the counter, so you buy. On Wednesday, you brought lunch, but honestly, it looks sad, so you buy. Thursday, team lunch. You have to go. Friday, it's Friday. You're celebrating making it through the week. You buy. 5 days, $15 each. That's $75 for the week. $300 a month, $3,600 a year on food you eat in 15 minutes and forget about by 3 p.m. But that's not even the problem. The problem is what else you could have done with that money. You see $15 and your brain says, that's nothing. A coffee costs $7. A movie ticket costs $18. Gas is $50. $15 is pocket change. But your brain is lying to you because $15 every workday for 30 years isn't pocket change. It's retirement money you're eating for lunch. Let me show you the actual math. $15 per day, 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year. That's $3,900 annually, just on lunch. Now, let's say instead of buying lunch, you bring food from home. Costs about $4 per meal. Chicken and rice, pasta, sandwich, whatever. You save $11 per day, $55 a week, $220 a month, $2,640 per year. Take that $2,640 and put it in an index fund, S&P 500. Historically returns about 7% per year on average. After 1 year, you've got $2,800. Not much different. After 5 years, $15,000. Starting to matter. After 10 years, $37,000. After 20 years, $108,000. After 30 years, you're looking at about $123,000. That's the real cost, not the $15, the $120,000 you gave up by choosing convenience over discipline. And here's the thing, you didn't even enjoy most of those lunches. If I asked you what you ate for lunch last Tuesday, you probably couldn't tell me. Forgettable food, expensive price, terrible trade. Now, let me tell you why this keeps happening. Your brain has a wiring problem. It's called hyperbolic discounting. Basically, your brain values now way more than later. $15 of warm food right this second feels better than $120,000 in 30 years. Your brain can't see 30 years from now, can't feel it, can't taste it. But it can taste that sandwich, so it picks the sandwich every single time. There's also mental accounting going on. You don't think of lunch as an investment decision. You think of it as food, a basic need. So you compare it to other lunch options. Is $15 reasonable for lunch? Sure, plenty of places charge $20, so it feels fine. But you're asking the wrong question. The question isn't, is 15 reasonable? Is the question whether this sandwich is worth $120,000 of my future wealth? When you frame it like that, suddenly the answer changes. Here's what that $120,000 actually means. At a 4% withdrawal rate, which is the safe retirement rule, $120,000 generates $4,800 a year in retirement, $400 a month, forever. That's groceries. That's a car payment. That's part of your rent. You're trading all of that for sandwiches you can't even remember. I know someone who did the math on this when he was 32. He'd been buying lunch every day for 8 years and spent over $30,000. When he realized what that could have been if he'd invested it, he felt sick. Actually sick. He started meal prepping the next week. 4 years later, he's got about $18,000 saved and growing. He's not perfect. He still buys lunch sometimes, but he's intentional about it, and that makes all the difference. So, what do you actually do? Option 1, meal prep. Sunday afternoon, cook for the week. 5 lunches, takes about 2 hours. Costs around $20 total. You save $200 plus per month. That's $2,400 a year you can invest. Option 2, the hybrid. Bring lunch for 4 days, buy once. You save about $44 a week. Over 30 years at 7%, that's $90,000. Not quite 120, but close. You still get your social lunch, you're just not bleeding money every single day. Option 3, if meal prep feels impossible, at least go cheaper. $6 sandwich from the grocery store instead of $15 from the restaurant. You save $9 a day. That's still about $70,000 over 30 years. Not as good as full prep, but way better than nothing. The point isn't to be perfect. The point is to be intentional. Most people spend $300 a month on lunch without thinking. They wonder why they can't save. They wonder why retirement feels impossible. Meanwhile, they're eating their future $15 at a time. Here's what I want you to do. Track your lunch spending for 1 month. Every time you buy, write it down. Add it up on day 30. Then multiply by 12. That's your annual number. Now go to a compound interest calculator. Plug in that number, 7% return, 30 years. Look at what it becomes. I'm betting the number shocks you. It shocked me when I did it. Let's wrap this up. A $15 lunch doesn't cost $15. It costs $120,000 in future wealth. That's not guilt, that's just math. Your brain doesn't want to see it. It's wired to pick now over later. But once you know, you can't unknow it. Every lunch decision is a choice. $15 now or $120,000 later. Sometimes you'll pick the sandwich. Bad day, celebration, team event. That's fine, but make it a choice, not a habit, not autopilot. A conscious decision. Because the difference between retiring comfortable and retiring stressed is hiding in your lunch budget. So here's the challenge. Meal prep 4 days this week. Just 4. See how much you save. Run the numbers. See what that becomes over time. I think you'll be surprised. And maybe, just maybe, that sad container of leftovers will start looking a lot more appealing when you realize it's worth $120,000. If this video changed how you see lunch, hit that like button. Subscribe for more behavioral economics. Comment below what you spend on lunch weekly. Let's see who's got this figured out. Quick disclaimer, this is educational content only. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Always do your own research and consult licensed professionals before making financial decisions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.